Welcome back to my channel. For today I'm going to show you how to print and cut an envelope from my Etsy store, and I will show you how the whole process works from the beginning until we finish with the print and cut part. This envelope is the same envelope I use at the beginning of the 2 3x5 envelopes 2 ways video. So once you watch this video, you can go onto that one to see how it all assembles. So I start with my Cricut Design Space open, and here's where I'm going to get everything that I need. So I'm on my canvas right now, and what I'm going to go to do is I'm going to upload the design. Here it is. I uploaded it already, but if you need to upload an image, you're going to upload here. You're going to browse for where that image is in your computer, and then you can go find it and open it, and then go through the process that you go through at a normal upload, and it takes several different screens before you get to the finish. I always import as a flat graphic because I'm not trying to cut layers. That's for other types of projects. And I'm going to get this one in. It's going to upload at twice the size it needs to be. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go up to this size part on the Cricut Design Space, and I'm going to change that 17 to an 8.5. Because it's locked, it's going to do the whole thing in proportion, and so now you have your whole sheet and it's the right size. With splicing, you want to place one right on top of the other. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and put my design underneath so that as I move it, I can see where it's going to come in. Okay, good. All right, get that right in there. Right. And then you can see that the pattern itself, the cutout, is on top of what I'm going to want to cut. In splicing, you can only splice two different things together. So I have to do this and then just this. It's not going to have any impact at all on the score marks that are already there, because it's not involved in this splice. So you hit the splice and you get different pieces out of it. So what I'm going to do immediately is I'm going to take this away. I don't need my circles today because I have a lot of extras of those right now. So I'm going to delete that, and then I'm going to take that away because I don't need to print or cut that, and I'm going to delete that. And now I have my splice result, and in this group is all my scoring files. Alright, from here these should all be in the right places. So I'm going to highlight the slice result, highlight the group, I'm going to attach them. When you're doing scoring in Design Space, you have to attach the score lines to the design, or the software wants to do it separately. Alright, from here I will go to Make, and then it's all ready to go. It's, you can see over here, it's 8.5 by 11 that it's going to do. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to send it to the printer. When I send things to the printer, I always add bleed for print and cut, and I always use a system dialog because I want to check my settings before I get too far. All right, that's the right printer, so I'm going to go to Preferences. This is a letter document, but it needs to go from the rear paper feeder. It is not plain paper or bright white paper. I usually will set this to presentation paper matte as opposed to plain or bright white paper. For that paper that I used from Red River, I always use the matte and up settings. Then I go and make sure the quality is high, and then I can go over here and look at my color correction. Right now my printer wants to do it as an automatic. You can, though, oops, not that one, go to Custom and Advanced. Okay, in Advanced you can turn on different color options or color modes. You have Epson Vivid, Epson Standard, and Adobe RGB, because I have Adobe on my computer. I use Epson Vivid, and sometimes if I want something to be a bunch brighter, I will turn up the brightness, turn up the saturation. But for this design, I don't need that. So I'm going to hit OK and print. And from there, we'll transition over to the printer.
So this is what I do to set up the printer. I use my Red River paper. This is not quite copy paper. It's a little bit heavier than copy paper, but not really heavy. So it's a 32-pound paper. Very nice prints come out of it. I think I've talked before about one thing I like with Red River is the consistency of the prints that I get out of it. It makes a huge difference. So I take that paper, load it up in the printer, and then I make sure that my settings are okay. So I'm going to give you a quick look at my settings, which is letter. And then I always use premium matte, even though it's not premium matte. It's probably more presentation matte, but the consistency of print I get is really good. All right, I'm loading it up onto my Cricut mat. I do use a brayer. My green are not very sticky right now because I've used them so much. Then I'm going to go ahead and load the double scoring wheel into the Cricut Maker 3. One of the key reasons for me to buy the Maker 3 was the scoring wheels. So I'm going to just speed it up real quick here and show you, yep, does all the scoring. And then I love this quick swap housing. So I pull it out and put back in the fine point blade, and then it finishes it up. Okay, and this is what you get at the end. Nice print and cut that you're going to peel right off there. And you can see, even though I braided, it was not very sticky, so it was easy to get off. Okay, I'm going to pull that right off. And that's the final thing. And it goes right there. That's the shape that you get. And then the final product, you bend in the sides and up and close the end, and then you're done. So be sure to check the 3x5 envelope 2 ways, and you'll see the full walkthrough of how I put that together. Thanks. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we will see you again soon.